show that ax plus by squared is less than or equal to a squared plus b squared multiplied by x squared plus y squared for all a, b, x and y values that are elements of the real number set. So I'm going to start with ax plus by squared. I'm going to work it out over here separately. So I've got ax plus by multiplied by ax plus by. I bring down the ax, stick on the ax plus by, bring down the by, stick on the ax plus by. Then I multiply out the brackets. Ax by ax is a squared x squared. Ax by by is abxy. By by ax is abxy. And by 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 is b squared y squared. Then abxy plus abxy is 2 abxy. So I end up with a squared x squared plus 2 abxy plus b squared y squared. So this becomes this. Then I'm going to work out a squared plus b squared multiplied by x squared plus y squared. I'm going to bring down the a squared, stick on the x squared plus y squared, bring down the b squared, stick on the x squared plus y squared. A squared times x squared is a squared x squared. A squared times y squared is a squared y squared. B squared times x squared is b squared x squared. B squared times y squared is b squared y squared. So this becomes this. So then what I'm going to do is bring everything over the inequality sign. So a squared x squared stays the same, 2abxy stays the same, and b squared y squared stays the same. Then a squared x squared comes over the inequality sign, becomes minus a squared x squared. A squared y squared comes over the inequality sign, becomes minus a squared y squared. B squared x squared comes over the inequality sign, becomes minus b squared x squared. And b squared y squared comes over the inequality sign, becomes minus b squared y squared. And this is all less than or equal to 0. Then I can start to cancel out. So a squared x squared will cancel with minus a squared x squared. And b squared y squared will cancel with minus b squared y squared. So I can bring down the minus a squared y squared, and bring down the 2abxy, and bring down the minus b squared x squared. And that's all less than or equal to 0. Then I'm going to change across the signs. So minus a squared y squared becomes plus a squared y squared. 2abxy becomes minus 2abxy. And minus b squared x squared becomes plus b squared x squared. And then I have to flip the inequality sign. And that's all greater or equal to 0. And the reason I flipped the inequality sign was because technically I multiplied by minus 1 in order to change the signs. And with inequalities, if you multiply or divide by a negative number, you must flip the sign. So now I'm going to break apart the minus 2abxy, and it's going to be minus abxy minus abxy. And I still have the a squared y squared in front, and I still have the b squared x squared at the back, and that's all greater or equal to 0. Now I'm going to do factorization by grouping. So I'm going to factorize a squared y squared minus abxy. So I'm going to take out the ay as the highest common factor, and that's going to be multiplied by ay minus bx. And then I'm going to factorize minus abxy plus b squared x squared. And I'm going to take out the minus bx, and that's going to be multiplied by ay minus bx. And that's all greater or equal to 0. Now I notice I have ay minus bx inside of both sets of brackets. So ay minus bx is going to be one of my factors. Then I bring down the ay and the minus bx, and that's my other factor. I notice I have the same thing in both brackets, so it's going to be ay minus bx squared, and that's all greater or equal to 0, which is true, because anything squared is greater or equal to 0. And since this is true, this must also be true.